Good evening, everyone. Welcome to SchoolQuizz.com. Myself, Anjali Mohinani. So, today we are going to continue with the topic that we were doing in the next lecture, which was what? Which was letter of order. It is nothing but the formal letter. Okay. So, we have studied why we write letter of order. We have studied the contents of the letter of the order. We have studied format of the letter of order. And we have studied purchase letter and purchase order, and which one? Business one. So now today we are going to see the response, that is nothing but the feedback. Okay, so I hope I'm clear to you. Now let me share you my screen. Okay, so we have completed this in the previous lecture. I have changed the fonts for your understanding. Similarly, I'll do that in this one too. So this is the response to the order letter from the buyer. Now who's writing this? The sender, the seller is writing this in a response to the buyer's list, that what was buyer wants, that what items did he wanted, what quantity did he wanted, what specifications did he wanted. Okay, so this is in letter order. Okay, for the response. Okay, so this is the address of what? The sender who's sending the letter. I'm making it bold for you, I'm highlighting this time. Okay, so that you will understand. Okay, so this is what the address of the sender. Now this is date. Same format we are writing. You can write it down with me. Okay, so if you will write it down, it will be easy for you to understand. Now who's the buyer? The address of the buyer. Okay, increasing the font so you'll understand better. Changing the color of the, okay, light color should be included in highlighting now, right? So this is the address of the receiver. Again, moving on to next subject. Now written subject, what should be written? Just be careful here. Confirmation of order number dash means 1492 is over here. Why we are writing the confirmation? Because it is a response letter. I am responding to the letter of the buyer. So who's the buyer? We know the name, right? But here what we are going to write? We are going to write the order number. Why we are writing the order number? Because when we sell the products, we see what? The order number. See, when you go to McDonald's or when you go to Domino's or to any, store, what you will see? That order number. They ask you, ma'am, what is your order number? So afterwards, you can also see that over the screen, it is printed that if your order is ready, suppose my order number is 43. So on the screen, it will appear order number 43, means then I have to go. That is my order number. My order is ready. So I have to go and pick it up. Okay, so like that, here order number is always written if you are writing a response letter. Okay, changing the color for you. Okay, this is very dark for you, right? So let me make it the text color changing to something light. Okay, now you can study. What is it? Now it will be able to readable for you, right? So subject is confirmation of order number dash dash dash. Afterwards, what we have studied? Salutation. Okay, so for salutation we should always write what? Dear or respected. Okay, increasing the size. Okay, now in the response letter, what we'll start with? We'll start with thanking you for ordering from us. See, in the feedback form, what is written? Thank you for enjoying our service. Please write your review for this. Okay, so same is like this. What we'll write? We thank you for your purchase order dash dated when we have ordered for different stationery supplied. We have received your payment. The order has been packed and will be dispatched on 19th December as per your request. Now he said on 18th December, he wrote the letter on 18th and he wanted a date tomorrow. Delivery date should be tomorrow, as soon as possible. It was written in that letter. So dispatch will be on 19th. It will be delivered to the customer by 22nd of December. The bill and the shipping details of your order has been attached to the letter. We thank you for trusting us and look forward to serve you in the future. So this is what the body of the letter. Now you will be having a question in your mind that why there are only two paragraphs over here. Okay, so why there are only two paragraphs over here? Let me tell you, because it is a thanking letter. Okay, response, feedback. Feedback should be never long. You have seen. See what we do. We go to some store and etc. They told us to write, feedback form, and we'll be like, who's going to write this much? So what we do, we just give the feedback in short. Similarly, this is what we are doing over here. So it will be like, over the details that you have ordered on this date, and I hope your order will be reached to you on this date. We are dispatching it soon. So as per your request, it is getting delivered. So just these things we have to write, and we have to attach what? Billing and shipping details. So what we are attaching to this letter will always be in what? Enclosure. So what will be included in the enclosure? Billing and shipping details. Okay, I'm highlighting that for you so that you will helpful for you to understand. Okay, so bill and shipping details will be included in the enclosure. Yours sincerely, again we are writing what? Complimentary closure. Okay, the format is same, just we have to see that it is a response letter, not an order letter. So we have to be careful. Okay, now signature of the manager who's writing the letter, means the sales manager is writing the letter. So he is the person whose signature should be included over here. Okay, now the name in block letters, as I told you, same thing. Okay, then who was she? Sales manager, the post, and afterwards which cottage she lives in, information of the contact and phone number. This should all be included in the late. Okay, she's writing email. Now this is all things we have done. Okay, now see, she is giving you the copy of quotation also, and everything is given over here. Sorry. Okay, so now we'll do the revision. Okay, so what is formal letter and what is informal letter? We have to know the difference. So I'm just going in short for your revision. Formal letters, what we do, we place an order. We write for cancellation of any order. Inquiry if you want. See, if you go to any college and you want to know about something, so they'll say write application lik kar do. Why do they say that? Because we have to write a letter in such a format that the application will be reached to the higher post. So that is called as inquiry letters. The next thing is complaint. If you have complaint from anything, you can write a formal letter. You cannot write an informal letter over that. Letter to the editor. So these are the letters that will be included in the formal type of letter. Why? Because we are writing to an authority, not to our family members. Informal letters. Okay, informal letters are written to whom? Family members. Again, I said friends and acquaintances, close companions. So to those, what we are going to write informal, but formal letter should be included. So first we have done placing an order letter. Cancellation we can write, inquiry and complaint letters and letter of the editor. Okay, so this is what we are going to write. Now see how we are going to write. See, letters language should be what? Present. Letter language should be in the present tense. It should be simple present tense. It should be present continuous tense. It should be in the present format. Letter should not be in the past, or it should not be in the future. We are writing letter in the present according to the present time. Okay, it should be in a passive voice. Okay, now you know the difference between the active and passive voice. Active voice means the direct sentence which will be included in the inverted. Passive means it is not inverted commas. Passive means you are writing the sentence including by. The word by is important if you are writing the passive voice. Be concise and precise about placing order. What you want to order, write it particularly the list. List should not be wrong. Details and clarity about items, code, size, color, quantity, whatever you want. See, as I read that letter to you, why I read that letter to you, it was the purpose of me for reading that letter is that you can identify it has been given size, it has been given quantity and everything. What size does it need? What color does it require? So everything is written in that letter. Now, short and uncomplicated. See, I told you in the response letter, we have written only 2 paragraphs. Why? Because it is a feedback letter, it should be short. Next, language should be formal, polite. Okay, it should be formal. We should not include some bad words, not including also jargao. That is a bad language. We cannot include that. It should be polite. Okay, so this is the language functions that you should include in your letter. First, it should be in the present format, passive voice, concise and precise, details, then short and uncomplicated. Then sixth thing is what? Avoid ambiguity. Okay, you cannot use, create confusion in the letter. You cannot create confusion in the letter. You should use appropriate grammar so that the person reading the letter will not get confused. Lastly, what you should do, language should be polite and formal. Okay, I hope you understood this. Now I'm going to show you one image. Just give me a second. Okay. Okay, I'll show you one image now. Okay. That is the letter written by a student. So just see it carefully. It is for your reference. Okay. Image. Okay, it is loading. Just give me 1 minute so that I can see the image is loading or not. Okay, the image is still loading. So let me do one thing for you. I'll show you another image. Just give me a second. See, this is one image. In this, the format that I have explained is written like this. Sender's address, date, receiver's name, subject, salutation, details of the order, and lastly, what it is written, complimentary closure. This is the format. In that subject, order for 2 Swaraj Suzuki buses. So now a school needs buses. For that, it is written. Okay. So this is also an order. Okay. I hope you have understood the order very clearly. I don't know why the image is not loading. Just give me a, okay. It has been loaded now. Let me zoom it for you. Letter, placing an order. See, one student has written that. The librarian DPS tool Mumbaikars to the manager Bhavan booksellers. This is the sender's address. This is the receiver's address. This is the date. This is salutation. This is subject. Supply of books for the school library. It is written like that. Then what is written? We are pleased to inform you that our management has decided to place an order with you. We would like to have at least 20% discount for the purchase of books. Now, first paragraph is this. Okay. What we need, what is the purpose, how much discount that we require, list of books, what we require. Then third, concluding paragraph. We understand that the shipping of the books are to as mentioned on your order website. The order has not taken on 27 December. Yours is November. Yours sincerely. That name, signature, and etc. Okay. So this is the order letter the student has written. You have to write in same thing. Just do not use sketch pens. Okay. This is wrong. You have to write in a blue pen. Okay. With the help of blue pen or gel pen, whatever you use. Okay, so I hope the topic is clear to you. Now the letter of order is completed. We will start with next letter in the next lecture. Okay. So till then, bye. Take care.